Mongolia is located in Central Asia. The Mongolian steppes are arid, and the productivity of its grassland is relatively low. A nomadic pastoral system has evolved in the Mongolian steppes over the centuries. Traditional knowledge and management practices reduce the risks of natural disasters. This nomadic pastoral system is an exceptional system for maintaining the natural environment. Nomadic herders move every season, taking their herds to different pastures. They often have to decide where to move for the season based on the rangeland conditions. Generally during summer, they move to the cooler hills and mountains. And in the winter, they move to south-facing slopes to avoid northern winds and benefit from the plentiful sunlight. To subsist in these harsh climate conditions, they graze multi-species herds consisting of horses, cows, sheep, goats, and camels based on local natural conditions, and use them for various purposes, such as for meat, dairy products, wool, cashmere, transportation, and so on. Another essential part of the Mongolian nomadic culture are herder communities, in which mutual support is expected to manage natural resources or their herds. This cooperation plays an important role for sustainability of pastoral livelihood. However, the effects of climate change have started to be seen in Mongolia. These include rising temperatures, melting of permafrost, loss of water resources, land degradation, and frequent droughts. The pastoral socio-ecology is more easily affected by climate change than in other sectors. For example, summer droughts, deep snow, and severe winter weather lead to high livestock mortality. These events in severe winter are called dzud. A serious dzud occurred during 2009 and 2010. In the 2010 dzud, roughly 10 million livestock died, and over 200,000 herders lost all of their livestock. The price of meat has roughly tripled over the past 5 years. Natural disasters have a major impact, both direct and indirect, on Mongolia. Mongolia adopted a market economy in the 1990s, and livestock was privatized. This resulted in livestock number increase beyond carrying capacity, seriously deteriorating the rangelands. In response to the market economy, nomadic herders increased the number of goats so they could produce more cashmere. Goats eat grass down to its roots, so goats further degraded rangelands. How can Mongolia adapt to climate change? Is the nomadic pastoral system sustainable? How can we reduce the vulnerability of pastoral social ecological systems? For adaptation and mitigation measures for the Mongolian steppes to be effective, they must preserve pasture land based on traditional nomadic culture, improve nomadic living conditions, be sustainable, and be low carbon based on efficient resource usage and management. Long-term monitoring of permafrost has been conducted at Naraha and Dava stations, and Japanese and Mongolian research institutes have collaborated, collecting a large amount of data about Mongolian environmental changes. Information produced through scientific research has also been provided to herders. Satellite monitoring networks and climate observation have been used to gather data on Mongolia's biomass distribution, snowfall distribution, and droughts. An early warning and forecasting system has been set up for accurately predicting dzud events. This information will be delivered to herders in the future via radio or ICT technology to enable them to efficiently select pasture land and prepare for changes in weather conditions. In order to create robust social systems, Mongolia and Japan have debated measures for adapting to climate change. These include green development policies and policies regarding capacity for managing livestock sizes. the creation of some centers with freezer storage systems, which use renewable energy, and introduction of economic models for evaluating their economic effectiveness, and joint research on the formulation of adaptation plans together with the National University of Mongolia and the Institute of Meteorology, Hydrology, and Environment of Mongolia. Introduction of meat storage and processing facilities with high-efficiency renewable energy is one important element to adapt to climate and market economic changes. When ZUD early warning is issued, livestock can be slaughtered early and stored in freezers. Even during periods of normal weather, herders can slaughter livestock based on livestock conditions and market prices and store the meat in freezers. This renewable energy-powered freezer system will provide economic incentives to maintain livestock numbers within carrying capacity. Meat can be shipped in optimal condition, creating additional value. This freezer system can also have an impact on meat distribution systems. Complex distribution systems can be simplified, food security can be improved, and meat prices can be stabilized. A nomadic pastoral system evolved over thousands of years on the dry lands of Mongolia as an adaptation mechanism. However, it is now disappearing due to drastic global environmental changes. Comprehensive measures for adaptation and mitigation of climate change include building a green society based on actual Mongolian conditions and social system innovations that take into account their responsiveness to human activity and its economic impact. These measures will become an effective model of sustainable development for Mongolia's pastoral society.